We know we have to wait on the will of the Lord concerning whom is the right partner for you before going ahead in that relationship. This does not mean that God will come down from heaven to join you both. You have to take the first and most important step in trying to establish a relationship between you and that person in the first place. It is from this relationship that you get to study and know yourself deeper. You would be able to observe so many things about the person, and from there, it would determine if you are ready to take the relationship further to marriage. However, it is possible that that spouse or partner you love because you feel you share a connection or a bond might not reciprocate such feelings to you or would be reluctant to take the relationship further. Take, for example, when you propose marriage and your partner declines. There may be many factors that such a decision. One reason that partners may look down on you is that they feel that you're not up to their educational, financial, spiritual, or emotional level in the first place. If such a thing is the reason for that and the person is truly a child of God, he or she might be reluctant to be in a relationship with you or if they are, they won't want to be committed to the relationship. However, if that person is someone who is truly ordained by God to be your spouse, then they would have the patience to be with you and help you grow. They would identify areas you need to improve and would be ready to have a good impact on your life and career. They would help you in your areas of inadequacies and would help you find purpose so you can be that partner that they are proud of. It is also important that before going to that relationship, you should have built yourself through the power of the Holy Spirit so that you would qualify to be up to the desired standard of your intended spouse. However, if that spouse is not ready to wait for your growth or is not ready to help impact you, then this is a sign that he or she is not worthy of you when you have finally built and improved yourself. Can two walk together except they agree? Amos chapter 3 verse 3. It takes two to tango. The spouse you love may have found it a bit difficult to return that love due to an issue of the past such as rape, domestic violence, and the like. When you notice someone you show love does not reciprocate such feelings of love back to you, you have to give them enough time and patience. This is because they need time to fully grapple with their feeling of love towards you. Most of the time, people like this see a marriage counselor who will advise and guide them on the necessary step to be taken to let their mind and soul heal. It's also important you keep praying for them without forcing them to do what is against their will. At the end of it all, when they are fully ready to open their heart, they will respect and love you even more because you're willing to be committed and patient even in their time of trouble and uncertainty. Most of the time in a relationship, people might look down on you as a result of your financial or material level. A man of vision and purpose is a man determined to achieve his or her dream. However, so many people may look down on their spouse because they can't help or see his or her vision and purpose. They don't care about the future. All they care about is the present. This has made many young men and women end up marrying the wrong person because they could not see the great vision and purpose of the right spouse. Any spouse that is not willing to see the future with you, any spouse that is not ready to help you grow but is only committed to his or her self-growth should be avoided and done away with. Marriage involves sacrifice, teamwork, and commitment. However, marriage in God's will is the best if only you and your partner are willing to both help each other, you are both committed to each other. Marriage or a strong relationship requires effort from both spouses. One area you must develop is your communication skill in a relationship. The moment you feel ignored by someone you love, then you don't necessarily have to feel bad or depressed. Most young people don't know how to take rejection, and some went ahead to kill themselves or bodily harm themselves. Some got into depression and don't even have the mind of dating anymore. This is why a simple thing as communicating and asking the right question from such a person would go a long way in solving that issue. That spouse might find it hard to love someone again because he or she has gone through so many heartaches and has been disappointed by their past lovers. Some feel you might have an ulterior motive in trying to be in a relationship with them. All they need in a moment like this is to try to give them time and get to know your intentions and see you for who you truly are as a child of God. The moment they see traits and characteristics in you that shows you're committed to them, they will begin to slowly respect you. This respect in time will make you friends and eventually lead to marriage. Don't be discouraged when you're ignored by people who don't see your worth. Remember, the prophet Samuel saw David only as a shepherd boy, but God saw a king. God sees and knows your value. He is working on your flaws and weaknesses, so He will lead you to a spouse who loves you for who you are and see God's potential in you. So keep trusting on God and holding on to God's promise concerning that right person. With time, God will surely do His will concerning your life. If you are inadequate in the area of dressing, then learn to dress properly, wear the right clothing, dress modestly and be neat. Be courteous in the manner of your speech. Approach others with politeness and be good to everyone, even those who seem to hate you. Little things like this go a long way in helping you find the right person who will love and cherish these traits in you. So keep on doing your part in being good. Always look for ways to improve yourself in every part of your life. The more you do so, the more your chances of getting a spouse that befits you. You mustn't allow the pressure and expectation of a spouse to allow you to compromise your faith in all the name of trying to please and come to a level in the status of the spouse. If you positively improve yourself, then it's a good sign, but compromising your faith will not allow your spouse to love you more. It would only demean you. So don't allow anyone to impact you negatively. Wait on God's time, and He will surely give you the right person at the right time. It can get frustrating when someone you love and have feelings for is in no way reciprocating back the love. You could have tried so many ways to get them to develop their feeling of love and affection towards you, all to no avail. You could love and admire someone because they tick your box in terms of their characters, quality and attributes. If that person does not show a glimmer of interest in any way, then it's a clear indication that you're not really up to their standard in terms of the quality they want in there too. You should go of such love and wait on God to show you who loves you just as you love them. Being in a relationship that thrives and lasts the strain of time requires equal love and support from both spouses. The moment the love or passion showed by one of the spouses begins to slightly slow down, then there could be a problem and intending doom for that relationship or marriage. To know if someone does not appreciate must be viewed from a perspective that is not of bias. The moment you feel someone who you have feelings for and profess to have feelings for you, but they begin to slightly step back and the passion shown towards you begins to slow down, then it is not time for you to panic. It's normal that after a while things fizzle out a bit in difference to when you both started dating. It is possible that the energy and passion expended on that relationship have slightly cooled and the other spouse is just simply taking his or her time. Sometimes the energy that started that relationship might have cooled off and it might look like that spouse no longer loves you or finds you attractive. It's important that for you to find the right partner, you must have the right attitude and character. You must be bold and courageous to stand up and speak up your mind. Yes, as believers of Christ,